In other words, one who accepts a mantra from a non-Vaishnava guru goes to hell. Therefore, one should again receive Diksha mantra from a Vaishnava guru in accordance with the rules and regulations. If someone has a bad guru, then he can leave that guru and take Diksha again from a proper guru. Bad guru means one he's inimical to other Vaishnavas, he hates them. He doesn't agree with the Shastras, he's inimical to the path of bhakti. And then he becomes absorbed in sense gratification. He doesn't know what his duty is, and he's acting foolishly. He can be rejected. That's the first thing, surrender to Guru. Now the second limb of devotion is accepting initiation from the spiritual master and receiving instructions from him, which we've been hearing about. It's called Sri Krishna Diksha Adi Shikshana. Rupa Goswami again quotes Sri Prabhupada, 11th canto. A disciple has to accept the spiritual master not only as one spiritual master, but also as a representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After rejecting material life and taking shelter of a spiritual master, one must accept him with full faith. Diksha is the spiritual master's formal acceptance of a disciple's commitment and faith. Without this commitment, the disciple cannot possess the unyielding faith required to properly assimilate the Guru's spiritual instruction. Srila Prabhupada explains, one should learn Srimad Bhagavatam seriously with all respect and veneration for the spiritual master. So now this is talking about Diksha and Shiksha. So we find a Guru who has all good qualities and inspires us and increases our faith and attachment to Krishna, and he behaves very nicely and very purely, and he's convinced of the Shastra and he realized them. And then we take Shiksha, we take instruction from him. Then eventually we receive mantra Diksha from him also. So this word Diksha is defined in Hari Bhakti Vilas. Divyam Jnanam Yato Dadyat Kuryat Papasya Sankshayam Tasmad Diksheti Sa Prokta Deshikais Tattva Vide. 2.9 Hari Bhakti Vilas. That religious undertaking which bestows Divya Gyan, or transcendental knowledge, and destroys pap, sin, papa bij, the seed of sin, and avidya, ignorance to the root, is called Diksha by learned authorities in the absolute truth. By bestowing the Krishna mantra, Sri Gurudev dispels the jiva's aversion toward the Lord, Bhagavad Vimukata, and directs his attention toward the performance of Bhagavad Bhajan. The Guru gives Sambandha Gyan concerning Bhagavad Tattva, Jiva Tattva, Maya Tattva, and awakens the dormant inclination of the Jiva to serve the Lord. Bhakti Sandarbha Jiva Goswami says, Divya Gyan, which means spiritual knowledge, is transcendental knowledge it's contained within a mantra which reveals the form and identity of the Supreme Lord, as well as the knowledge of the sadhaka jiva's particular relationship with the Lord. The relationship between Bhagavan and the jiva is that of servant and served. Bhagavan is the served, Savior. Savya, it's in terms here. The Sevak Bhagavan and the Savya Bhagavan. The Savya means who is served. So that's Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And the Sevaka or Sevak is the Jiva. He's a servant. That is only a general relationship. In an advanced stage of devotion, this same relationship manifests in one particular form out of the various moods of ecstasy. Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya. Sri Gurudev, knowing the Swarupa Gata Bhav, he gives nourishment to that particular mood within his heart in order to bring it clearly to view. So the devotee, he's taken Diksha, he's serving as guru, chanting mantras. So after some time, he becomes advanced in spiritual consciousness, and he begins to have some revelation of his own eternal form. This is what's being told. And then, in cooperation with the guru, who understands this internal disposition, then he gives nourishment to that mood within his heart in order to bring it clearly into view. Now it may be some rough idea of his swarup. And he reveals his mind, and then the guru confirms that and clarifies that. So guru is always needed in this endeavor.